What if Goku went to UA? Part 1. Now, the last time I checked, what if Goku went to UA was 42% of the vote with 444 people voting. That voting has now closed, and around Wednesday, I'm not really sure, but if What If Deku Had Creation gets finished during the week, I might end up doing What If Deku Had One for All. But next week, if that never happens, it will be up for voting again. Now, into the what if. Now, going to Universe 7's planet Vegeta, we see two Saiyans, this being Bardock and Gine. Bardock has heard of what Frieza is doing in calling all Saiyans back to the planet. He obviously does not like this, so he tells them to go get their sons and to put them on a ship or pod and send them to a low power level planet. Now Gine goes over to her twin sons, Goku and Zuko. Yes, I'm doing this. Zuko is a Saiyan. I know what you're saying, this might be a little too overpowered, but I'm going to make this it's going to be a pretty good what if, I'd say. Now, she takes both Goku and Zuko and puts them into a bigger space pod, basically meant for not a baby, but rather like somebody like Bardock or like Nappa or something like that. She puts both of them in there and sends them off to a low power level planet called Earth. Now, on the way, they end up going straight into a black hole that warps them into the universe is Earth that we know of the My Hero Academia universe. Now, if you're wondering what happens to Bardock and Gine, they die like in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, whatever you guys want to call it. They end up dying by Frieza and his Destructo Ball, whatever, giant massive key. Now, Goku and Zuko end up crash landing on the Earth we know from My Hero Academia. Now, on a walk, Inko Midoriya and Toshinori Yagi, yes, that's what I'm doing with this. They are out walking when they see a bright light appear and crash right into the forest. They run over and see that there's this space pod in a crater that's big, that's pretty decently sized. Think of like the crater that Raditz's pod made in the start of Dragon Ball Z. Now, after they go and run in to see two babies crying that look almost identical. Goku and Zuko are going to almost look the same. Zuko does not have green hair. Remember, Gine and Bardock are parents, so they have somewhat close hair to each other. They both pretty much look like Bardock. So, Toshinori Yagi, or All Might, being the heroic person he is, keep in mind this is before his injury, he runs down there and checks to see what happened to see the two twin brothers. They pick them up and say, what could this be? Perhaps they're aliens, or maybe it's just a cork. Let's take them to the police station to find out. They take them to the police station and find out that there's no record of twins being born that look like that. So, Inko and All Might, being the kind people they are, decided to adopt them. Now, let's skip ahead 4 years. Goku and Zuko have grown up around a society of corks. This means they think they're going to get corks. They have never seen that pod. All Might did keep it to show them in the future. Now you may be wondering, didn't Goku hit his head? That caused him not to be so aggressive. I'm going to say they both hit his head due to turbulence when they were crashing into the Earth's surface, causing them both to lose their memory of their parents, Gine and Bardock. So they were raised to be kind people and naturally heroic. All Might wanted to give his quirk to one of them if they were heroic enough and had the same ideals. Now, once they were 4, they were naturally stronger than everybody else. Everyone thought they had a strength type quirk. Like, they could pick up cars. They could easily they couldn't get shot with bullets. Like, if somebody tried to shoot them, it'd just, bounce off and leave a little bruise. And that's, what people were saying, how could, these kids be so strong? Did they already have a quirk? If so, what is their quirk? And keep in mind, they also have monkey tails, as they never bothered to pull them off. So, when they were going to the quirk doctor, both Goku and Zuko were talking to each other, saying, "Hey, do you think our quirk's going to have something to do with these monkey tails?" As Deku just wiggles his tail around as Goku's like, "Yeah, maybe, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe that's what gives us our superhuman strength." As Goku says, flexing like All Might, and they're like, "Yeah, maybe." So, once they walk into the quirk doctor, and they take a few tests, the quirk doctor looks of shock. He's like, "Ma'am, I don't know what to tell you, but both of your sons are quirkless. I don't understand how they're so strong and how they have tails. Do you perhaps know why this is?" As All Might steps up and says, well, we're not their real parents. Goku and Zuko are like, "Oh. See, that probably makes sense why we don't look like you. But that's pretty fine. We don't really care. Because you guys are the nicest parents we'll ever have." As they both smile as they walk out. That's when All Might decides to take them to where they kept their Saiyan pod. Once they go down there, Zuko opens up the door as both of them step in. They look around and start pressing buttons as logs come in, as both Zuko and Goku step out, and they're like, "I don't know what to tell you, but supposedly we're supposed to come here and conquer this planet. Don't really know why, though." So, after they were pronounced quirkless, they went to school and told everybody that they were quirkless. People still made fun of them, but one kid they just didn't like. This kid, of course, was Bakugo. He made fun of them for being quirkless and a monster, and because since he was quirkless, he still had a monkey tail, so he started calling him Monkey. He started saying, "What are you two monkeys doing?" Basically like how Frieza talked to Goku and Vegeta. Now, once they come back home from school, they look displeased but not really sad. Remember, they have some Saiyan pride in them, so they don't get sad just because somebody called them a stupid name. They told their father, or All Might, what happened, and he's like, "Oh, that's sad. It's not very good. We'll tell the teacher." As both of them step up and say, "No, it's fine. I think we have a better idea." So they both lift their fists up and say, "We'll be the first quirkless heroes and we'll be better than Bakugo." So they basically just high-five each other. Like, "Yeah, let's do it, brother." Like, "Yeah, let's go train Izuku so then we can easily defeat him in battle." As they both run away and start training. I'd say about the time they're 5, they discover something inside of them called ki. They learn to use this ki in shapes like a ball of ki, which they could use as long-ranged attacks, and beams of ki, which Zuko and Goku ended up finding out doing the Kamehameha wave. Instead of Master Roshi creating it, it was now Goku and Izuku who somehow they just thought of words like, Kamehameha, and just like sent a beam that just burst through the gym's wall into the kitchen as Inko stands up and says, "Oh no, not again. Toshinori, they broke the gym wall again." As he's just like, "Oh, dang it. We've spent $1,000 on it this week. Just getting it fixed." As both Goku and Izuku step out of the gym and say, "Sorry." So they end up continuing their training, and they both continue their training up until they're 15. Now, during those years, from those 10 years, they both get exceptionally stronger. Both of them had weird dreams about Goku being older than them, with Zuko nowhere present, and he was learning something called the turtle hermit style. So both Goku and Izuku decided to copy that technique and made it their own. So now they are basically turtle hermit masters, as there's no Master Roshi. There are just Goku and Izuku who know the turtle hermit style. Now, I'd say around the age of 10, they both ask their parents if they can get customized gis with weighted clothing. They both are like weirded out by this, but accept and they end up creating the insignia, I think that is, or the symbol. I'm not sure what insignia means. Might be something bad. I don't really know. But they get the symbol of the turtle hermit. So now I'd say both Goku and Izuku are 15 years old. Remember when Raditz showed up, Goku had a kid, and he was like, I think Goku was like 20 maybe, when Raditz came. I'm not really sure on the ages, but I believe he was around 20. But I'm going to say Raditz comes in a little earlier. Now, I say both Izuku and Goku are at a power level of around 300. And All Might in his prime was probably at a power level of 200, which is just about where Krillin was in this saga. So, Krillin is pretty much almost stronger than All Might, I'd say. If All Might learned Ki, he could be exceptionally stronger, but he never does. So both Goku and Izuku are stronger than All Might, almost 2 times, as since he's weak in form, he's around a power level of 100. So basically, you get 2 15-year-olds that are stronger than All Might, which nobody can expect, basically. So both Izuku and Goku realize that they have 10 months before the U8 entrance exam. So they dedicate those 10 months to training their hardest that they ever have. And by the end, they'd have around a power level of 400. So I'd say they end up cleaning the beach in around a month, but then also stacking like fridges onto each other to make them stronger, but also they're wearing those weighted clothes. So they ultimately get a lot stronger from this. So both of them go to the exam, everything happens, but this time they're in separate cities. Both of them are sad by this, but they know it's best, so they let other people get points. So that's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I'll do the full exam tomorrow in tomorrow's video, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. See you guys. Bye.